Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today guys, I am going to be continuing the story of how I found out my daughter wasn't mine. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Press that notification bell so that every time I post, you'll be notified guys. And as I can see, if you're not nice in the comments, YouTube will automatically block it. So I'm just letting you know. Stay tuned. So guys, how I found out my daughter was not mine. So I got the results of the test back, and long enough I was saying the truth. The one baby that I had was not mine, and the one that she had was mine. So we had the opposite babies. Anyway, so I went ahead and started breastfeeding my daughter. Let's pass all that hospital stuff. So it was the next day. I ended up leaving. I went home. I was loving on my baby because I just found out, you know what I'm saying? I just found out that I had the wrong baby. I didn't want to let her go. And at 7, I just turned 18 when I had my first daughter. So then the fact that I knew I was a mother of 3 and lost 2, so you can only picture what that felt like. I never wanted to feel that again. And as she was growing up, I was always wondering if I was able to, if I one day would be able to see that young girl that I was in the same room with, you know. My daughter started growing and I started to see signs of her acting a little different. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but she was growing very well. Everything was going perfectly until she turned 6 months. When she turned 6 months, she was getting sick out of nowhere. I would take her to the emergency in Puerto Rico, and they would tell me that it was just a fever, but they had to keep her. So they kept her for days. Like, I think it was like 4 to 5 days. They kept her there. They noticed that she was getting dehydrated, which I wasn't catching on, right? They were telling me she was getting dehydrated, and I didn't understand why, because I'm there to feed her and do all of the above. Well, we come to find out that she had, what is that called? She had convulsed on top. So, okay, so then I left so I can get a break. My mom came in and she was convulsing on my mom's arms. So when I came back, they had asked me if it was okay if they would shave my daughter's, hair off her head so they could put an IV on it. My daughter was born with so much hair. When I tell you so much hair, I'm going to go ahead and put a picture of when she was born. Of when she was around. I'm going to show you that picture when she was around 6 months. She's so beautiful. She looked like a little porcupine with all this hair. I refused it because I did not want that hair to come out, but they were, how do I say it? They were trying to put the IV on the hands and on the arm or whatever, but they couldn't catch a vein, She was just so tiny. So then I had no other choice but to go ahead and say, okay. Before that, I actually told the doctor I wanted to pull her out and take her to another hospital, and he told me that I couldn't do that. So I went ahead and told them that they can go ahead and shave her hair, and they put that IV. It was heartbroken. I was devastated. I was 18 with my first baby, and seeing her go through all of this, it was heartbreaking. Her dad would help, but he would have to go to work, so it was just my mom and me at the time. She would come, then they released her, she was all better, and then about 2 or 3 months later she went right back. So it was, for a whole 2 months, it was like in and out the hospital. Didn't understand why. They did all the checkups, she would come out fine. So I was young, and now that I think about it, it could have been so many other things, like just missing her sisters, because, it was triplets. It was girls. So it could have been so many things. Me being young and just not understanding anything like that. But she was a lot better after that. She turned a year old. Then she turned 2, 3. She never got sick again. As she got older, I started to notice my daughter with different personalities, which was it was not a bad thing. But I'm like, one day she's like this, the next day she'll be like that, the next day she'll be another person. Like, and then I started to wonder, could she have, like, did she gain my other two girls' personalities in one? You know, it's just weird to think, could that be a possibility? And she kept growing and kept growing. And I'm like, I asked her a question one day and I said, do you feel like you're missing something? And she told me she did. She told me that she felt like if she was missing a part of her. And I explained to her, how it was that, she was in this world with just her, without her sisters, without knowing that it was, she's a triplet. She did not know until as she got older and she started to understand herself more. Sometimes we talk about it and it's the cutest thing, because I'm like, today you're just this person, and she's like, Mom, but I still love you. I'm like, I'm not saying you don't. I love you with all my heart. I am a mother of 5 and I love all my kids the same. No one's special. People ask me, how did you get triplets? And I'm like, God blessed me with 3, right? And so I have 5. So my first pregnancy was triplets and my last pregnancy was twins. And my twins, it's a boy and a girl. They were fraternal. So I was blessed with that. With twins, I was blessed with twins. So sometimes I just feel like, are these my 2 babies? But I don't know. Those are things that as a mom you think about, and it's scary. It's scary to find out you're pregnant, and when you're ready to have your babies, you get to push something that you are not prepared for, because you will never be prepared for what I had to, go through at the age of 18. So I just hope you guys, this story can help you or anyone out there that has gone through something or is going through something like that. Just know that God is good and He will give you His explanations later, and you just have to trust. That's all. Just trust in Him and believe in Him, and He will give you your answers when it's time, So I just enjoy every single bit of it right now. She has 2 beautiful girls, and she was very, very sick for both of them. Well, for the first one. So she had preeclampsia. She caught COVID like 3 or 4 times during the pregnancy, but everything was going well. So I pray on that, and I'm thankful for that. So if you guys want to hear more of my stories of each and every one of my kids, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Press that notification bell. I'm going to keep it short so that every time you guys post, every time I post, let's go back, so that every time I post, you guys will stay notified. And go ahead and comment down below what you guys want to see, what you guys want me to talk about. If you guys want me to talk about mental abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, any topic you guys want me to talk about, comment down below. And I will come and we'll start talking about it. And if I've been through it, I'll talk about it. If I have not gone through it, maybe I'll just look it up and see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm here to tell you my stories to see if it can help anyone that is watching this video. So God bless you all. May God bless your day, your family, and yeah, stay tuned.